In this particular video, I am going to talk about Node.js. As you know that this is a series of the MERN stack development. So let's talk about how you can configure a Node.js. So first and foremost, you have to initiate your Node.js application. So for that, in the React, you are using some of the command to that all the file and necessary file and folder will be created automatically. So in the Node.js, you have to use the npm init command. If you will use the npm init command, for example, let's create one folder here. So create here folder, and let's suppose the name of the folder is node test. And now through the command line, as you know that we need to go to the node test. So let's type here cd not cd and then nod and here run npm init. So if you run the npm init command, then it will ask some of the questions like package name. So what is the name of your package? So you can specify like let's say a test, right? Then enter. Then version, what is the version? You can notice that this is the package.json which we have used in this particular project. In this whatever project you are watching, the series you are watching, so you can see that name is DTR and the version is something like that. Same same answer this will ask. So you have to provide. So initially first will be 1.0.0. You can provide any of the version name and description. So you can provide this is for the test. This is for the test. It's very simple. And then entry point. Now what is the entry point? So whatever entry point you will define, that will be, if you will run the command like node index or node mon, then this will be very useful. So you have to use this entry point. So entry point is, let's suppose say index.js. However, you can some of the people are providing app.js, no issue on that. You can provide any name, but as you know that name should be like that other people can understand that what is the purpose of this file. So index.js, it means it suggests that this is the initial file that will be opened. So you can provide index.js as well. Otherwise some people are using app.js, so you can use any of this and then enter. And then here test command. So test command, if you want to provide, then it's okay. Otherwise just click here and then git repo. Right now I am not providing anything, and the keyword like this related keyword of this project you have to provide. So right now I am not providing author. You can provide your name or your company name, whatever, you can provide anything. So right now let's suppose here let's suppose WorldGyan, and then license, so IAC you can use. Now how this package.json will look like? So you will get this type of JSON format where name, version, description, like that. Is it okay? Is it good? Or you want to modify anything? If it is a good, then you can use the yes. You can type here the yes and then enter. It's very simple. And now you can notice that in this particular node test folder, package.json is created with all the detail which you have provided. So in this way you can start any of the Node.js application. And now all the thing you have to do in the index.js. Okay, so you need to create an index.js file and some other detail in the index.js. So you basically you understand that main file is the index.js here. In some cases app.js. So whatever entry you have selected, you have said that will be your main file. Here in this case it is index.js. So let's close it and go to the index.js which we have created, and some of the configuration, some of the coding we have did. So let's talk about this thing. Okay, so now as you can notice that here we have used the express, because as you know that for the making a API, consuming a creating a API, Express.js is the most important library you have to use for the web application functionality. So we have installed the Express. It is very important, as you know that in the MERN E represent Express. So it is very important to understand. And then Mongoose. Why it is Mongoose? See, in the Node.js application you can use any of the database, no issue, but with the Node.js, MongoDB is much more popular. So that's why many companies and in the many of the project people are using MongoDB. So you also need to learn the MongoDB here. However, you are free to use any of the database. You can use MySQL, no issue on that. But in this particular video, it is based on the project, and this is a basic or demo project is built in. You can notice that this one. If you are watching the series, then you know already what I am talking about. So basically for this application we are using here the Node MongoDB with the Node.js. Okay, so the question is that MongoDB also have a driver, then why we will use the third-party library? So see, third-party library like a Mongoose is provide you the convenient way to use the schema, and there are the lots other functionality. So I will talk about these things in this Mongoose library when I will talk about in a detail about the Mongoose library. However, you can use the MongoDB library. Okay, MongoDB driver. So if you will go here and type here in the Google that MongoDB driver, just you need to write in this way, and it will be open, this one MongoDB driver. So basically here you will get the driver or some of the code and the syntax for all of the programming languages like PHP. If you are using the PHP, Go, C, C++, Java, Node.js, you can notice C has Ruby, Swift. So for all the official library you will get for all the programming languages. Okay, so there are no issue on that. You can for the Node.js just click here the Node.js and you will get the documentation here. Okay, so here, yeah, this one. So this is a quick start. You can refer to this documentation and you can find a library driver to use the MongoDB in your project. Okay, so connection guide and all other thing is available like this one. But this library, Mongoose library, you will provide a much more functionality than that driver. So all this driver and their code is already done in the Mongoose. So you have to use the Mongoose and you have to provide some of the parameter. If you will call any method, then you need to provide some of the parameter, and based on that it will be connected and it will work. So you can use the Mongoose here. And then let's talk about body parser. What is the body parser? Why we are using? So body parser is in your Node.js. Suppose you send the data, okay, in the API call you send the data, some of the data, user data, let's suppose, but in the Node.js also need to collect that particular data whatever client is sent. So how the Node.js will collect? So for collecting the Node.js, collecting the data, this whatever data, post data, suppose that collecting the post data, you have to write a lots of code in the Node.js. So for that we will use here the body parser. So however in the Express.js or Express version 4 or above, you need to install this middleware. This is the body parser middleware, and this is very, very important. So it will be very tough to collect the data, but if you will use the body parser, then you can use and get data which you have posted through the body. Okay, so this is important library and you have to use it. And then course, as you know that the cross origin error you are getting if you try to call the API with the different domain. So how you can resolve it? Okay, suppose right now application or website name is worldgyan.com. Okay, and you are getting you are calling the API from the different domain, for example bygyan.com, let's suppose. So this will not work. This will throw an error which is the course error, cross origin error. Okay, so you can resolve it using this course library. So you need to install this library. So how you will install? It is very simple. npm install course. That's it. npm install body parser. Body parser will be installed. npm install path. Path will be installed like that. Then next is the path. What is the path basically? Let's talk about. Suppose you have some static data in your Node.js application. Maybe suppose CSS or some of the pictures, some of the photos, but how through the Node.js, how you will show all these things? So here you have to store somewhere in the folder and you write some of the code. That code, your Node.js code will understand and they will show all the files to the user. So for this we will use the path. So this path will help you. However, you can write your own code in the Node.js, but it is very tough or lengthy. That's why we are using the library, and these library are very, very useful, and definitely this will be reduce the number of line of the code, and this will fast your development. So it is very important to use some of the important library. So this is the path. So you through this path you can use the static data or static any path or any other thing. There are lots of other things. So I will also talk about when time will come. And then passport. What is the passport? So passport is utilized for the authentication purpose. In some cases for the JWT authentication it's not required. However, some people are using. So here we are also going to use here the passport. So I will talk about this thing. That's why it is installed. And now you install the Express, and through this Express you have to create an app. So it is very simple. Just declare a const variable, const app, and Express, just call it, and in this way app is the is like a application. Express application is created. Now through this application like app, here app.use, it means you can use any of the middleware. So body parser is one type of middleware. Okay, so body parser will allow to get a data whatever the client have sent. Whatever data they have sent, you can collect it using the body parser. So it is very, very important. However, for the more information, if you will go to the body parser library here in the Google, if you search, then you will get lots of other information. So make sure, if whatever you are using, make sure you check the documentation as well. This will definitely help you. Okay, so go to the body parser and check what is the use of this, so you can clearly understand whatever I told. So parse incoming request bodies in the middleware before you handler a variable available under the REQ. It means request.body property. Okay, so I think you understand. So this is the installation guide, and this is the API. Like that you can go through and you will definitely understand, and some of the syntax, how you can use it. So here you can notice that this is the basic syntax in your Express application. You can use in this way. So based on the documentation, we follow the step and make this code to make this body parser work. So as per the document suggestion of the documentation, you also have to do. Okay, so now you understand about the body parser, and then here is the course. As you know that it is very important, if you are using from the cross origin, means domain name is different, then your front end will throw a error which is the course error, cross origin error, and you can resolve using this library, this middleware course. However, you can write your own code as well, no issue, but again it is very lengthy. If library and pre-built code is already available on the internet, then why you will write your own code? So no need to make any library, you just need to use the library which is already created. Okay, and then here, as you know, that path, use express.static path.join directory name, dir name, and the public. It means that whatever you will provide here, the public, you know, that will be you can access that one. Okay, so like a index.js. So as you know that we run the application in the console. This is the console. We run node-mon index, and now Node.js application run. If you will use the, you can notice that it is run in the port 9000, right? So here you type here the local host, because it is running in a local host, and then 9000. So here in this page you will notice that this is nothing is appearing here, right? So just inspect and see is any error. So I am not seeing any error. Okay, it means that in the index.js not such thing is available. Yeah, here is nothing is available. You have to write something. So let's suppose here type a shortcut and like this, and then Control S, typing here the test. You can notice the test is appeared. Why it is appeared? Because in the index.js we have used the public folder, and for the root domain, for root domain, it means if you will write any of the navigation, like here in this case like API user, then you can also do this, but it is in the root. It means if you run the localhost 9000, then this file will be appeared. Okay, suppose here you will put your image, so you can also access the image. Just localhost colon 9000 / name of that particular image you can display, so you can able to access. So through the path library you got the accessibility to use any of the file, static file mainly. Okay, so this is a huge case. However, I and you are also interested to learn only to create API through the Node.js. But if you want to use the server side rendering like a PHP or any other programming language, so you can also go ahead and do that, no issue on that. So since my focus is only on the API call and how to create a API through the Node.js application, that's why I am going to talk about these things only. But if you are interested to know how you can write HTML code and create application itself in the Node.js, then you can comment, and definitely I will try to make the video on that. Okay, so I think you understand about some of the important library in the Node.js. In the next coming video I will talk about in a detail about the other stuff, like how you can connect the Mongoose and what is the purpose of Mongoose, and there are lots of other things you will learn, and definitely this you will feel very easy and confidence to work in a Node.js. So thank you for the watching.